Welcome to a new deep dive. We're taking fascinating topics straight from your sources and unpacking them. Today, we're heading to Bihar in eastern India. It's more than just a state. It's really, well, it's steeped in history. Our mission, to dig into what makes Bihar unique, this connection between its ancient past and its modern reality.
Yeah, and what's really interesting, I think, is how Bihar isn't just one thing. It's not just geography. It's more like a melting pot, maybe, where huge spiritual and intellectual shifts happened. So yeah, we'll look at the land, the incredible history, the culture today, and the economy, too. See how it all fits.
Okay, I like that melting pot idea. Let's set the scene. Geographically, where are we talking about?
Right. Eastern India, it borders Nepal up north. Then you've got Uttar Pradesh west, Jharkhand south, and West Bengal to the east. Pretty central in that region.
And the capital, Patna. That's quite old, isn't it?
Oh, incredibly old. We're talking over 2,000 years of continuous history. One of the world's oldest, really. And the land itself, it's part of those huge, fertile Gangetic plains. Rivers everywhere. The Ganga, Son, Kosi, Gandak. Makes for a tropical climate. Lots of agriculture.
Right, that fertility must play into its history. So what makes Bihar stand out historically? You mentioned its significance.
It's absolutely central. I mean, this is the actual place where Siddhartha Gautama became the Buddha, under the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya. That alone is huge. Plus, it's the birthplace of Jainism, too. So a cradle for major religions.
Wow, religions, okay. But what about learning? I've heard about places like Nalanda.
Exactly, Nalanda and Vikramshila, too.
Yeah.
These weren't just schools. They were massive ancient universities. Think of Nalanda like, well, an ancient Ivy League almost. People came from all over Asia.
Really? From outside India?
Oh, yes. China, Korea, Persia, Indonesia, studying everything. Medicine, math, philosophy, logic. It was centuries ahead of its time in terms of organized higher education, really shaped thinking across continents. And this period also saw huge empires based there. The Mauryans, like Ashoka.
Ashoka, okay. Known for his pillars and edicts, right?
That's him. His ideas on governance were groundbreaking. And later, the Gupta dynasty, often called India's Golden Age. Major leaps in science, art, maths happened right there in Bihar.
That's an incredible legacy. Empires, enlightenment, universities. How does all that history show up in Bihar today, in daily life?
Well, it's there, sometimes subtly, sometimes quite obviously. First off, it's incredibly popular. So over 120 million people. It's a real mosaic. You hear different languages, Bhojpuri, Mathili, Magahi, Anjika, each with its own sort of cultural flavor.
And festivals, you mentioned culture.
Chhath Puja is a big one. It's very unique to the region. It's a sun worship festival performed on riverbanks, lots of devotion, very community-focused, really shows that connection to nature and ancient traditions.
Makes sense. And I bet the food reflects the land, too.
Oh, definitely. Bihar's food it's simple, but really flavorful, very earthy. You have things like lidi choka, that's a baked dough ball with a spice filling served with mashed veggies. Smoky, hearty. Saitu paratha too. Satu is roasted gram flour, very nutritious. And sweets like takua and kaja. Tells the story of the agriculture, really.
Okay, so rich culture, deep history, fertile land. But the sources also mention challenges, particularly economically. What's the picture there?
Yeah, that's the paradox, isn't it? Despite the history in the agriculture, rice, wheat, maize, sugarcane are huge crops. Bihar is still mainly agrarian, and it does face significant challenges. Poverty is one, and flooding is a recurrent major problem.
Flooding, right, especially with all those rivers.
Exactly. So there's this tension, between this glorious past and some very real present-day struggles. But there's potential, too. Handicrafts, textiles, they draw on those traditions, and tourism is growing.
Tourism makes sense with sites like Bodh Gaya and Nalanda.
Absolutely. Bodh Gaya is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, attracts people from all over the world. Then you have Nalanda's ruins, the hills around Rajgir, Vaishali spiritual sites, Patna Sahib for Sikhs. There's a lot for travelers to experience.
So wrapping this up, what's the main takeaway for our listeners, for you?
I think it's that Bihar is a place where the past isn't just past, It's woven into everything. You feel it in the ancient sites, but also see it reflected in the culture, the food, even the challenges.
It asks you to look deeper than maybe the headlines sometimes suggest.
Precisely. It really shows how geography and this incredibly deep history shape a place's identity today, and how a region like Bihar finds resilience, drawing on those ancient roots while facing modern issues. It makes you think, doesn't it? How much does any place's deep past still echo in its present? Something to consider.